In a quiet town nestled between rolling hills and endless fields, there was a girl named Elara. She was 12 years old, with boundless curiosity and an insatiable love for adventure. Elara had a knack for finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, whether it was spotting constellations in the night sky or befriending the rabbits that hopped through her backyard. But nothing could prepare her for the day she met ZYX. It started on a late summer afternoon when the air shimmered with heat and the cicadas sang their endless song. Elara had taken her old bicycle out to the edge of the woods, where the trees stood tall like ancient sentinels. The bike, a hand-me-down from her older brother, was a bit too big for her, but she had mastered its quirks, the squeaky brakes, the wobbly front wheel. She pedaled with abandon, feeling the wind whip through her hair as she soared down a narrow dirt path. Suddenly, a flash of silver streaked across her vision. Startled, she skidded to a stop, sending up a cloud of dust. Peering through the trees, she saw something impossible, a small, oval-shaped craft nestled in a clearing. It gleamed like polished metal, and strange, glowing symbols danced across its surface. Heart-pounding, Elara approached cautiously. She half expected the craft to vanish like a mirage, but it remained solid and real. As she drew closer, a hatch hissed open, and out stepped a figure unlike anything she had ever seen. The being was about her height, with skin that shimmered like liquid mercury. Its eyes were large and luminescent, shifting colors like the aurora borealis. It had no nose, just two small slits where one might be, and its mouth was a thin line that curved upward in what Elara hoped was a smile. "Hello?" she ventured, her voice trembling. The creature tilted its head, as if processing her words. Then, in a voice that sounded like a chorus of bells, it replied, "Greetings, Earth being. I am ZYX." Elara blinked. "You can talk." "Yes. Your language is simple to learn," ZYX said. "I have been observing your world." Elara's fear melted into curiosity. "Why are you here?" ZYX's eyes shifted to a deep violet. "Exploration. Understanding. I wish to learn about your ways." Elara grinned. "Well, you've come to the right person. I can teach you all sorts of things." And so began their unlikely friendship. Elara introduced ZYX to the wonders of Earth, from the taste of ripe strawberries to the feel of grass beneath their feet. ZYX, in turn, shared snippets of their world, a distant planet called Lamora, where cities floated in the air and light was harvested like crops. One day, as they sat by a sparkling creek, Elara had an idea. "ZYX, have you ever ridden a bicycle?" ZYX blinked their iridescent eyes. "What is a bicycle?" Elara laughed. "It's this." She patted her bike, which leaned against a nearby tree. "It's the best way to get around. Well, besides flying, I guess. But it takes balance and practice." ZYX's eyes glowed with interest. "I wish to learn." Teaching ZYX to ride a bike turned out to be an adventure in itself. At first, their shimmering hands slipped on the handlebars, and their elongated feet struggled to find the pedals. Elara held on to the back of the seat, running alongside as ZYX wobbled precariously. "Keep your balance." Elara called out. "This is challenging," ZYX admitted, their voice tinged with both frustration and determination. But ZYX was a quick learner. With each attempt, they grew steadier, their movements more fluid. Elara cheered them on, her laughter ringing through the trees. Finally, after countless tries, ZYX managed to pedal a few feet without Elara's help. Then a few more. And then, with a whoop of triumph, they were gliding down the path, their silver form shimmering in the sunlight. "You did it!" Elara shouted, chasing after them. "You're riding a bike." ZYX came to a stop and turned to her, their eyes glowing a brilliant gold. "Thank you, Elara. This is exhilarating." Over the next few weeks, they rode together every day, exploring new trails and racing through open fields. ZYX's joy was infectious, and Elara found herself seeing the world anew through their eyes. But their time together was not without challenges. One afternoon, as they were practicing tricks near the edge of town, a group of boys from Elara's school appeared. They stopped and stared, their faces a mix of awe and fear. "What is that?" one of them whispered. Elara stepped protectively in front of ZYX. "This is my friend. Their name is ZYX." The boys exchanged uneasy glances. "Is it an alien?" "They're just like us," Elara said firmly. "They just want to learn and have fun." But the boys weren't convinced. They ran off, shouting about telling their parents. Elara's heart sank. She knew she couldn't keep ZYX a secret forever. That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Elara and ZYX sat by the creek. "What if they come back?" Elara said quietly. "What if they try to take you away?" ZYX placed a shimmering hand on her shoulder. "Fear not, Elara. I can protect myself. But perhaps it is time for me to return to Lamora." Elara's eyes filled with tears. "But I'll miss you." "And I will miss you," ZYX said. "You have taught me so much, not just about bicycles, but about friendship and courage." The next morning, they returned to the clearing where ZYX's craft awaited. As the hatch opened, ZYX turned to Elara one last time. "Thank you, Elara. You will always have a friend among the stars." With that, they stepped inside, and the craft rose into the sky, disappearing in a flash of light. Elara watched until the sky was empty, her heart heavy but full of gratitude for the time they had shared. From that day on, every time Elara rode her bike, she felt a little closer to ZYX, as if their laughter and determination still echoed in the wind. And she knew, deep down, that their friendship was a story that would never truly end.